And here at this great hall, the Artists' Hall, or the renowned Gentlemen's Hall, we have with us a stamp for one of Egypt's greatest scholars, Sheikh Mohamed Mitwalli Sha'rawi. Also there is the Nobel Prize winner, the great scientist Dr. Ahmed Zuwail, one of course for another Nobel Prize winner, the Peace Prize, the great Anwar Sadat. We have the great Ahmed Orabi here. We have the great scientist Dr. Gamal Hamdan, great poet Hafid Ibrahim. One here, the one you're seeing now is for the syndicate of lawyers and the most famous lawyers in the history of Egypt. And then we have one for the artists, and look at this. You have, of course, Naguib al-Rihani, Abdel Hafid, Yusuf Bek Wahbi, Ismail Yassin, Farid al-Atrash, Zaki Rostom, Mahmoud al-Miligi, Muhammad Fawzi, Farid Shawqi. I mean, this is a great, and of course a host of other great artists. And then there is one here for the scholars and the scientists again. You have Dr. Mahmoud Sami al-Baroudi and Ali al-Gharim. And look at this, the great figures of the Arab world, not just Egypt, Talat Basha Harb and Zaki Mubarak and others. There's of course the great Muhammad Abdel Wahab, the Orient of the East, the great Kulthum, Abdel Halim again. So here the history of Egypt, the most renowned people, the most renowned figures politically, the scholars, the artists, of course the great Huda Sha'rawi and the great Naguib Mahfouz. So when we see stamps, we are talking about the history of Egypt, the great Tawfiq al-Hakim, Dr. Taha Hussein, Abbas Mahmoud al-Aqad. So again, the history of Egypt is being portrayed really in the stamps that we have here. And finally, there's one for the sports, of course, the religious people, and Archbishop Capucci, and finally one for the sports heroes. Egypt used to be great in sports and winning the Olympic Games. Ahmed al-Demirdash Touni, of course, one of the most, and Khidr al-Touni, two of the greatest figures of the sports history in Egypt of all time.